building in Michigan, the Renaissance Center. Part of the scenery tonight as we come to you live from Detroit. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. Let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. We've got Barkley. Hawkins is out there with Hawkins. Then there's Mahorn. Here is Mahorn. Now, here is Barkley. Here's Dawkins. Off target from outside. Here's Rodman. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time. And there's been some turnover in the Philly front office, but through it all, some bold moves.
Yeah, I'd agree with that, guys. First, the process, and we heard a lot about that as they were stockpiling draft picks and losing a lot of games. It was maybe the most drastic rebuild in NBA history, at least as I can recall. Then new leadership in Elton Brand, who's done an outstanding job pushing all their chips into the middle to go for it. Great credit to him for not sitting back. In both cases, a plan and a direction, and that's what you want from your organization.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Out left to the wing. Baseline J on the way. That one's off. He's now 1 for 2. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Thomas against Dawkins. Thomas, no good. For Philadelphia, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Hawkins passes to Barkley. Hawkins with it. Fires top of the key. Barkley the pass to Mahorn. Clock at 6, and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Philadelphia shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Well, Clark, no doubt you've been through this many times. The regular season is a grind. I think you said that before. Do the veteran players need to teach the young guys how to handle that schedule?
I clearly think, Kevin, that the veterans can be helpful, but there's nothing like firsthand experience, and you really have to experience the length and the grueling nature of the season to understand how you best can weather the schedule. But veterans certainly can be helpful.
Is there a rookie wall, Clark? Is that true?
Yeah, I think there is one. Clearly, I hit it, and most rookies that I've talked to during my time and beyond find a period in that season when they bump into that wall.
Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. The Pistons trailing. Thomas against Dawkins. Thomas passes to Rodman, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The 76ers lead. Dawkins against Thomas. Pass to Mahorn. Over Edwards. Another miss by Philadelphia. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Pistons. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers. The Pistons keeping it alive, a new 14. The 76ers have gotten only 1 of 6 shots to drop for them to start this game. Knocked loose. Over to the left wing. Goes up on the wing. And the shot is long. Dawkins against Rodman. Outside Thomas. On the wing, Dumars. He's covered by Hawkins. Dumars, the pass to Rodman. And another turnover here by Detroit.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. And so here is Philadelphia. Here's Hawkins. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You know, after the Sixers were knocked out in the second round for the second straight year, there was some speculation, and I think unmerited, whether Brett Brown might be let go as head coach. The players voiced their support and made the decision easier to bring him back, and I think it was the right one. He's done a fantastic job as the leader of the Sixers.
Pistons trailed by 4, trying to end the drought, and Dumars gets it to go.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Here's Dawkins. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Misses off the right iron. And Coach Brown, Clark, captained the ship through some real rough times in the beginning.
And, you know, Kevin, I think for that reason and the job he's done here recently, he's earned the right to see this thing through. It's a result-oriented profession. I know that, and I understand it. But this is a team built to contend, and that's the expectation. And I'd like to see Brett Brown have a chance to bring it to full fruition.
Barkley, the 76ers with another miss. And, well, Detroit shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. That gives them the lead. Dumars got 6 points.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Here's Dawkins. Out to Barkley. From outside the arc, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Lambeer dishes to Thomas. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. To the inside. Here's Barkley. It's hauled in by Edwards.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Offside Thomas. Pass to Lambeer. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by the 76ers. Philadelphia's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Over to the wing. Here's Barkley. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Double team on Thomas. Passes it to Rodman. Kicks to Dumars. The Pistons working the ball around now. Fires the 3. Edwards. That's good. Edwards got it all tied up now for the Pistons.
Yeah, such a sweet three-point stroke there. And it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
Hawkins against Dumars. It's hauled in by Edwards. Edwards got 4 rebounds in this game. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now, here is Barkley. And Barkley throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Here's Thomas. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. They retain possession. The pass to Johnson. Thomas surveying the D. Lambeer, good. And the Pistons lead by 3.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now, here is Barkley. 7 points in the game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The 76ers shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. So we can't get either to fall. Detroit leading by 3. That's tipped. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. The 76ers trail by 3. Brooks against Sally. Brooks, the pass to Barkley. Johnson against Smith. Just 5 to shoot. Lets it go from 11. They get a hand on it.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
A lot of different ways, Clark, to construct a roster. What would be your preference as a general manager? Any direction you might want to go?
Well, obviously, if you have an opportunity to get an outstanding franchise-type point guard or versatile wing player in today's game, I think those are the pieces that you really need to start with.
Because there's so much spacing and so much switching on defense.
Exactly, and I failed to mention a two-way player at that wing spot who can defend multiple positions but also has a pretty strong offensive skill set.
So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to the 76ers in Philadelphia. Anderson passes to Thornton. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here's Anderson. The 76ers again can't hit it. And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for Detroit. 4-point game. Got that one up quick.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
The 76ers trail by 6. Brooks feeling it out a bit. Smith for 3. No good. And Detroit the other way now. Thomas against Brooks. Shoots from 14. Here's Sally. And the layup's good off the glass. And now an 8-point Detroit lead.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Knocks it loose. Pass to Barkley. 1:15 left to play in the first. And the basket by Thornton.
They've been sensational on the backboard to start this game.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it, Greg. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Now, here's Thomas. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Down low. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Well, the defensive rotations, Greg, have been a step slow, and it's really helped them get that ball inside time after time.
Second chance shot, and he sinks the layup. And the Pistons lead by 10.
You know, it's going to be tough to win when you give the other team second and third opportunities to score the ball.
At some point, guys, it comes down to pride. Start banging on your chest and get after it from your heart. I mean, you've got to at least offer some resistance. You can't just let guys do what they want in there.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
And they they've carved out an early lead in spite of the fact they continue to turn it over.
Already have 5 TOs, Greg. They just have to figure out a way to tighten this execution up.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense.